After today's brainstorming in the 3rd Legislative Executive Development Action Council, all agreed to prioritize 21 bills they feel will help greatly in alleviating the burden of dealing with the high cost of living. And the president made himself clear to the lawmakers in the LEDAC session he wants the bills passed by the end of June this year.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has approved several proposed measures aimed at further easing the cost of living of Filipinos. This was during the 3rd Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council or LEDAC full meeting. A total of 21 priority measures were approved by the Chief Executive, which the President has asked Congress to act on and targeted to be passed before the end of June. According to Malacanang, these measures are intended to ease the burden of citizens, strengthen transparency, and further promote accountability.
Binigyang prioridad ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. ang 21 priority legislations na makakatulong na maiangat ang pamumuhay ng taumbayan. Kabilang sa mga prioridad ng Pangulo na maipasa sa Hunyo ang mga sumusunod: travel tax abolition, expanded anti-online sexual abuse or exploitation of children, and Anti-Child Sexual Abuse or Exploitation Materials Act of 2026. Fake news and digital disinformation na layuning isa rin ang pintuan ng mga gumagawa ng iba't ibang online crimes at bomb elections.
Regarding the plan to abolish the travel tax, Malacanang said this will benefit Filipinos traveling abroad not only for leisure but also for work and emergency cases. Although revenues collected from the travel tax are used for infrastructure and education, Malacanang assured that funding for these sectors will not be disrupted.
Kapag ka po ito ay nagkaroon ng abolish na po lahat at hindi lang kumbaga deduction lang yung fee, ito naman po ay pupuntahan ng gobyerno, of course, sa pamamagitan po ng GAA.
Malacanang also emphasized the President's intent to prioritize an anti-political dynasty measure, with both the Senate and the House of Representatives currently conducting public consultation on the matter. The President also reiterated the importance of passing the Citizen Access and Disclosure of Expenditures for National Accountability or CADENA Act, the Party List System Reform Act, and the Independent People's Commission Act.
Kung magkakaroon po ng People's Independent Commission, tignan po natin kung anong mangyayari sa ICI. Dahil ang ICI naman po is an independent commission, a fact-finding commission na nakakatulong po sa ehekutibo para mas mapabilis po ang pag-iimbestiga ng Ombudsman at ng DOJ.
While the government is pushing for the Anti-Fake News and Disinformation Act, Malacanang assured that this will not suppress anyone's freedom of speech.
Ang sinabi naman po ng Pangulo nung nabanggit po ito ay dapat pong balansihin. Yun po ang ating nadinig sa Pangulo, dapat balansihin nga po dahil nga po baka po masagasa yung freedom of expression. Dapat ma-define mabuti kung ano po yung sinasabi nating fake news at disinformation. Hindi po hahayaan ng Pangulo na masagasaan ang anumang freedom of expression, freedom of speech ng ating mga kababayan.
Kenneth Pasyente from the National TV for a new and better Philippines.